Today, we're diving into something essential for keeping your Confluence site secure and transparent: how to view audit logs in Confluence. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know exactly where to find your site's audit logs, how to filter and review important events, and how to get the details you need to stay on top of what's happening in your workspace. Whether you're a site admin or just curious about tracking user activity, understanding audit logs can be a game changer for maintaining control and peace of mind. Let's get started by focusing on Confluence Cloud, since this is the recommended and most common setup. First, you'll need to access the admin settings. At the top right corner of your Confluence screen, look for the gear icon. It might also be called the cog. Go ahead and click that. If you don't see the gear, double-check that you're logged in with Confluence administrator permissions. This feature is only available to admins, so regular users won't see it. Once you're in the admin area, take a look at the left-hand menu. Scroll down until you find the section labeled Monitoring, and underneath that, you'll see an option for the audit log. Go ahead and select it. If you don't see Monitoring or Audit Log there's a chance you might be on the free plan. Audit logging is only available on paid Confluence Cloud plans, Standard, Premium, or Enterprise, so make sure your plan allows for this feature. If you're not sure which plan you have, you can check your billing or ask your site owner. Now here, where the audit log screen really starts to empower you. In the audit log, you'll see a list of recent events. These include things like user logins, space creations, permission changes, and more. To quickly find what you're looking for, use the search bar at the top. Maybe you want to check when a specific user last accessed the site or see who changed global permissions last month. The search feature lets you focus the log on exactly the events that matter to you. You can also use the time filters to narrow things down to a certain date range. This is especially helpful if you're investigating a particular incident or just want a quick monthly review. When you spot an event you're interested in, don't just glance at the summary. Click on it to expand and reveal more information. Think of it like opening an envelope to see all the details hidden inside. You'll get insights like who performed the action, when it happened, and sometimes even the IP address involved. This level of detail is crucial if you need to troubleshoot a problem or track down exactly what changed on your site and when. If you need to take your investigation further, Confluence lets you export the log data. This is handy if you want to analyze trends, share findings with your team, or keep a backup record. Just remember, the exported file might need to be opened in a spreadsheet or other tool, so give yourself a few moments to get it set up. It's important to note, not all audit log entries are created equal. Confluence tracks significant changes. These are things like permission updates on a global scale, user management steps, installing or removing apps, and so on. If you're looking for every tiny action, like every page view, remember that the audit log focuses on the most impactful events, designed to help you monitor the site's health and security. If you're using Confluence Server or Data Center, the process is similar but comes with some limitations. The built-in audit log UI has a cap, typically about 100,000 results. For some older server versions, you might have to do a bit of setup before you can see logs easily. And if you need even more visibility, there are marketplace apps, like User Activity Audit Log, that can help fill those gaps by tracking more granular activity. That's it. With these steps, you should feel confident about navigating Confluence's audit logs, filtering for what you need, and picking out essential details to keep your site secure and compliant. If you found this tutorial helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, or if you use a plugin you really love for audit logging, drop a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for more Confluence tutorials and tech guides like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.